Ever wondered how many Bitcoins MicroStrategy holds in 2024? Well, buckle up, because this isn't your average piggy bank. Humor me for a moment, and imagine a world where your piggy bank is chock full of Bitcoins. I'm not talking a measly few hundred, nor am I referring to a paltry few thousand. Nope, I'm talking over 200,000 Bitcoins. That's right, folks. MicroStrategy, in the first quarter of 2024, reported holding a whopping 214,400 Bitcoins. To put that into perspective, that's more than enough to buy every person in Liechtenstein and then some of their very own Lamborghini. But it doesn't stop there. These aren't bargain bin Bitcoins we're talking about. No, sir. Each one of these shiny digital coins cost the company an average of $35,180. Now, I don't know about you, but that's more than what my old beat-up pickup truck is worth. And MicroStrategy has over 200,000 of these pricey pieces of digital gold. Imagine if you had $1 for every time someone said Bitcoin. Well, MicroStrategy took that sentiment to heart, amassing a Bitcoin fortune that would make even the most hardened Wall Street veteran blush. It's like they've got their very own digital Fort Knox, only instead of gold bricks, it's full to the brim with Bitcoins. So while most of us are checking our couch cushions for spare change, MicroStrategy is sitting pretty on a mountain of digital wealth. It's like they're playing a whole different ball game. We're here trying to hit a home run, and they're already on the moon, planting their Bitcoin flag. So MicroStrategy is sitting on a digital gold mine, making Scrooge McDuck's money bin look like a kiddie pool. But how did they get all these Bitcoins? Well, it's like a never-ending Black Friday sale for them. Imagine this. You're at your favorite store, and everything is on sale. You're grabbing items left and right, filling your cart to the brim, the thrill of the hunt, the joy of the find. That's what it's like for MicroStrategy, but replace that discounted designer handbag with a shiny, digital Bitcoin. Since the end of the fourth quarter, MicroStrategy has added a whopping 25,250 Bitcoins to their collection. Now, let's put that into perspective. If each Bitcoin were a pair of shoes, they could outfit every citizen of a small city. But these aren't bargain basement prices. Oh no, they shelled out a hefty $1.65 billion for this crypto shopping spree. That's billion with a B, folks. Now I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of dough for some digital currency. And you'd be right, but for MicroStrategy, it's just another day at the office. They're not perusing the clearance rack. They're not waiting for the buy one, get one free deal. They're walking in, seeing what they want, and buying it all up. Are you enjoying the video? Please like a D-share. And smash that subscribe button, turn on post notification so YouTube can notify you when I drop new video. Let's get back into the video. It's like they've got their own personal crypto mall, and every day is Black Friday. They're not just buying Bitcoins, they're hoarding them like a squirrel with a nut infatuation. And why not? When you've got the cash, you make the rules. It's a high-stakes game of Monopoly, and MicroStrategy is sitting pretty on boardwalk with a hotel. So, while we're all bargain hunting for socks, MicroStrategy is out there snagging Bitcoins like they're going out of style. But it's not all rainbows and unicorns in the land of Bitcoin. Let's talk numbers. Now, I reckon you've heard the saying, what goes up must come down. And that's exactly what's happened with MicroStrategy's total revenues. They've taken a bit of a tumble, dropping by a not-so-insignificant 5% year over year. But before you go thinking it's all doom and gloom, there's a silver lining you need to know about. The company's subscription services revenues bucked the trend and decided to take a joyride up the charts. We're talking a whopping 22% increase. Now that's a roller coaster ride I'd buy a ticket for. But hold on to your hats, folks, because the ride's about to get a little bumpy. MicroStrategy reported a net loss of $53.1 million for the quarter. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking millions. Imagine losing that much in your couch cushions. Now, some folks might be quick to sound the alarm, but let's remember that investing, especially in something as volatile as Bitcoin, is a bit like a roller coaster ride. It's got its ups and downs, its twists and turns, and sometimes it's downright terrifying. But that's the thrill of it, isn't it? So, while the Bitcoin mountain is growing, the revenue roller coaster is taking some wild twists and turns. But hey, isn't that part of the fun? Buckle up, folks, because we're in for quite a ride. But as they say, you gotta spend money to make money, or in this case, Bitcoins. Now let's move over to the expense side of things. The first quarter of 2024 wasn't exactly a walk in the park for MicroStrategy. Operating expenses saw a significant uptick. We're not talking about petty cash for office supplies here. Oh no, we're talking about some serious digital dough. Imagine this. You saunter into your favorite store, your eyes gleaming at the sight of the latest gadget. You reach into your pocket, and out comes a whopping $191.6 million. Only this isn't for a shiny new toy. It's for impairment losses on digital assets. Makes your last grocery run seem like a trip to the dollar store, doesn't it? But let's put that into perspective. In the grand scheme of things, what's a couple $100 million to a company that holds over 214,000 bitcoins, right? It's like finding a quarter under your couch cushions when you've got a vault full of gold at home. You see, for a company like MicroStrategy, dealing with such astronomical figures is all in a day's work. They're playing the long game, betting big on the future of digital currency, and not sweating the small stuff, if you can consider millions of dollars as small stuff. Now, I don't know about you, but if I had to reckon with a figure like $191.6 million, I might need a moment or a decade. But in the world of high finance and digital currency, it's just another line item in the quarterly report. So as we're juggling our monthly bills, stressing over the price of gas, and debating whether we really need that Netflix subscription, MicroStrategy is playing in an entirely different league. They're shrugging off millions like you and I would shrug off a few pennies found in the couch cushions. So while we're sweating over our Netflix subscription, MicroStrategy is shrugging off millions like it's chump change. But don't worry, they've got some spare change in the couch cushions. Let's talk about MicroStrategy's cash and cash equivalents. Now, as of the last day of March 2024, this stood at a measly $81.3 million. Yes, you heard it right, just pocket change really. Barely enough to buy a small island in the Caribbean or maybe a modest yacht. I mean, let's be honest, who among us doesn't have a few million tucked away for a rainy day? And let's not forget about their digital assets, valued at a whopping $5.074 billion. Yes, with a B. They've got a digital dragon's hoard, a veritable digital Fort Knox, if you will, full of those shiny digital bitcoins. But wait, there's more. MicroStrategy, always on the move, decided to issue convertible notes. Now, for those of you who might not know, convertible notes are a type of bond that the holder can convert into a specified number of shares of common stock in the issuing company. It's kind of like having your cake and eating it too, but in a financial sense. They issued these convertible notes not once, but twice in March 2024. The first round raised a cool $782 million, and the second, a not too shabby $603.8 million. That's a whole lot of cash in convertibles. But let's put these numbers into perspective. If we were to stack all these dollars, we would reach the moon and back? Probably. I mean, I didn't do the math, but it sounds about right, doesn't it? So that's the story of MicroStrategy and their mountain of bitcoins. Makes your piggy bank look a bit sad, doesn't it?